Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network, here tonight with the Finish Line Racing League Cup Series presented by BABB'S Body Shop, here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. With a couple minutes left in practice, let's take you through the pre-race info here, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. Tonight at 72 degrees Fahrenheit at this 1.5 mile oval. Track surface temperature 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 61% humidity, partly cloudy with 7-mile-an-hour winds. They're going to be going 70 laps around this track, have 2 faster pairs, 65% fuel load. That's going to get them somewhere in between 25 to 35 laps of green flag running, and 3 sets of tires. That's including the set of tires that they qualify on. And that is your pre-race info here in the first race of the playoffs in the Finish Line Racing League. Let's take a look at the points, the way they run now coming into this race. Trevor Robertson on top of the board right now with 8,022 points. Christian Bryant Hill has 8,011. Roger Pierce has 8,006. Blake Sperling, 8,004. Josh Oxendine with 8,001, and Jason Babb, Justin Hutchinson, and Scott Stotler all tied for 6th with 8,000 points each. We will try to keep that updated as we go through the race. Let's pull up our leaderboard here as the checkered flag is about to fly. Jason Babb on top of the leaderboard with a 32.729. Pretty fast lap time around here, with Josh Oxendine in the 63 and second with a 32.747. And rounding out the top 3 is Bradley Bartley in the 11 with a 32.783. That's your speed chart here as we have seen the checkered flag fly for practice. We'll be going to qualifying now. See who can snag the pole position for this race. Get that lucrative 1 bonus point for the pole. Several drivers on track right now. This is group qualifying. See Christian Bryant Hill coming out. Jonathan Cogswell coming off up onto the track as well. Stephen Payne rolling out of his box with Jason Babb next to him. Jack Dixon coming out of his box. There goes Justin Hutchinson. Those of you tuning in, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. We always strive to bring you the best racing action possible. But right now, we have several cars out on track. It's like Jonathan Cogswell out front right now. He looks like he's going to be the first one to come across the line for his green flag run, probably. As we see the 75 take the green flag for his run. Actually, that was Jonathan Cogswell's first lap with a 33.22.8. Going to the top of the board there. We go over here to check out the 29 of Roger Pierce. Zach Wheeler up high of him. Jason Babb goes to the top spot with a 32.801. As we see several cars coming across the line all at one time. I have a few more jump up on there. There's Zach Wheeler with a 33.6 flat. As Roger Pierce slaps the wall. There's our current pole sitter right there, the 94 of Jason Babb. Also the owner of BABB'S Body Shop, who is the title sponsor of this series. Looks like he sets an even faster lap time with a 32.609. Jack Dixon in the 48 goes up to P2 in that Exide Machine Chevrolet right there with a 32.907. And right over here, we see the 28 and the 63 working together. That's Justin Hutchinson and Josh Oxendine trying to get a fast lap around here using the draft. See how they'd manage to pull that off. Here they come across the line. Both their lap times are going to be slower that time by. Blake Sperling out on track in that one machine. See the kind of lap time he's able to put up. He's going to go to P4 on his first lap. Here comes Roger Pierce back out of pit road to try to get a lap under his belt. Stephen Payne comes across the line. 33.822. Gonna have him P9 there in that 41 machine. Jason Babb still at the top spot with Jonathan Cogswell now up to second in that 75 machine with a 33.905. Lots of fast looking cars out here tonight. There we have the 11 of Bradley Bartley coming out on track for the first time here in qualifying. That number 11 machine. Josh Oxendine goes to the second spot with a 32.840. Still 0.2 off the pace of Jason Babb. Here's Roger Pierce working on a quick time lap right now. He comes down the front stretch. Let's see what kind of time he puts up on the board. Goes to P7 on his first lap with a 33.160. Go back over here and check on Bradley Bartley in the 11 machine. Comes across the line, goes up to P7 with a 33.138 in that 11 machine. Trevor Robertson, he's out on pit road, possibly waiting to link up with a couple other drivers to go out and make some laps of his own. Zach Wheeler in the 20, currently sitting P6. With a 33.102 with a little over 4.5 minutes left in qualifying. Bradley Bartley going to go up to P5 with a 32.932. All out there by himself. No draft help. Here comes Josh Oxendine back out on the track. Running that high line. Trying to get all the speed that he can down the straightaways here. Bradley Bartley picks up another spot by 1/1000th. He's up to fourth now with a 32.906 in that 11 machine. There goes Oxendine across the line with a 32.946. That's not going to better his lap. Roger Pierce still out there on his own. No help as Blake Sperling goes to P3 in that one machine with a 32.860. Oxendine betters his lap time that time by with a 32.753. There's Christian Hill in the 85 machine, currently P11 with a 33.216. Justin Hutchinson jumps up a couple of spots with a 33.049. He's now sitting P8. There's Trevor Robertson in the 6 machine who leads the points coming into tonight's race. comes across the line with a 33.454, not going to better his lap time. Christian Hill comes across the line trying to better his lap time. He is not. That's a 33.450 to his quick time of a 33.216. There we see the 29 of Roger Pierce checking back in with him. He's currently P7 with a 32.976. It's filled really close on times, especially fourth. Oh, as I say that, Bradley Bartley goes up to P2 with a 32.722 in that 11 machine. Very, very fast for a solo car out there with no draft. Jason Babb, though, still in the top spot with less than a minute remaining in qualifying. It looks like Bartley's going to have the pull down the front stretch here off the 20 of Zach Wheeler. Not going to get the pull, I don't think, as I think the 20 of Wheeler just wrecked. Maybe that gave him enough of a pull to be able to get this lap even faster. We'll have to wait and see as he comes out of turn 4 heading towards the line. Crosses the line. Let's see if that did anything for him. It did not. That's a 33.035 that time by. Josh Oxendine sitting in P3 just ran his fastest lap of a 32.728. 6/1000 slower than Bradley Bartley for that second spot. As the checkered flag flies in qualifying here, drivers that are currently out there getting their lap in that they took before the checkered flag flew. Oxendine going to use it to practice pit road entrance. Trevor Robertson currently P9, working on his last lap. Crosses the line. Betters his time. He's going to go up to P7 with that with a 32.947. That is going to be it for qualifying here in the Finish Line Racing League. BABB'S Body Shop 100 from Homestead Miami Speedway. We're just waiting for the official results to come in, and we will bring them to you as now they are beginning to grid. You see there, drivers gridding up there at the end of pit road. Let's bring you the official grid here, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. On the pole, we have Jason Babb in that 94 machine. Outside of him in the front row is Bradley Bartley in the 11. In third is Josh Oxendine. Fourth, Blake Sperling. Fifth is going to be Jonathan Cogswell. Sixth, Jack Dixon. Seventh, Trevor Robertson. Eighth, Roger Pierce. 9th is Justin Hutchinson. 10th, Zach Wheeler. 11th is Christian Hill. 12th, Stephen Payne. Rounding out the field in 13th is the 8 machine of Scott Stotler, who did not qualify. And that's your official starting lineup here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Playoff race number 1 here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Total of 4 races here in this playoff format. And we will find out who will make it to the final 4 after the Roval and fight it out for a championship on equal playing ground from Talladega Super Speedway. Cannot wait to get this thing started. These drivers finish gridding up, getting ready to roll out. Let's give you a look at the points one more time before we go green here. Trevor Robertson in first, Christian Bryant Hill in second. Third is Roger Pierce. Fourth, Blake Sperling. 5th is Josh Oxendine. 6th, Jason Babb. 7th, Justin Hutchinson. And 8th, Scott Stotler. And all these drivers really close together. Trevor Robertson, after winning so many races and having so many poles, he has enough bonus points to give him 22 extra points going into tonight's race, putting him as the first seed. Christian Bryant Hill has the second most with 11, puts him in second. Everyone else is separated by 6 points. Now, with the way the points format is here, it is definitely going to be interesting due to the fact of the winner gets 105 points, second gets 100. From second on back to 10th is minus 2 points each. From 10th on back is minus 4 points each per position. So it's definitely going to be interesting to keep up with as the race goes on to see how these points are going to play out. Pace truck off. Green flag is out here at Homestead. Bradley Bartley, door to door with Jason Babb for the lead here. A little bit of an issue out of the overlay. We'll get that fixed real quick. But Bradley Bartley and Jason Babb duking it out as they go through turns 3 and 4 here on the first lap. Trying to get that first spot. Looks like Babb is going to have the pull off the low line there. Still 2 by 2 as they enter turn 1 here on the second lap. Bartley has the upper hand on the high lane with the run. Babb, oh, contact between the 1 of Sperling and the 63 of Oxendine. Those cars made contact and Oxendine jumped up over the 1. Possible netcode incident. Jason Babb able to clear the 11 and get out front. You see there the field mostly single file. Now working on lap 4 now. Jason Babb, your leader. We go further back. The 29 of Roger Pierce able to get around the 20 of Zach Wheeler for that 7th spot. A little bit up ahead of them. A bit of a battle there. We have a battle for 2nd and 4th heating up here with Trevor Robertson getting by the 1 of Sperling, and now Oxendine trying to take the 2nd spot away from Bartley in the 11 machine. This is just allowing the 94 of Jason Babb to run off with it now. He's up to a 0.6 of a second lead. Here comes Bradley Bartley with the crossover on Oxendine. Gonna dive it off into turn 3 here. Trevor Robertson just waiting for the moment for them to slip up to take advantage of them. Bartley going to slide back in line behind the 63 of Oxendine there. One of Blake Sperling electing to run the extreme high lane there. Let's ride along with Blake Sperling and see what it looks like from his point of view. Put the visor cam here. We'll see the run he gets down the straightaway just from running the high lane. As he cracked the throttle a little bit, got tight coming around Bartley in the 11. It's going to put him up to P3. On back here, we have a little bit of a hornet's nest. Got 5 cars battling it out here for the 8th spot or 7th spot as a wreck breaks out. Lots of cars involved. Looked like it started with the 11 machine of Bradley Bartley. As the yellow comes out, I'm gonna have to go back and take a look and see what happened. We're going to slow it down here. You see the 48 of Jack Dixon on the high side. Come through the corner there. Like Bartley might have come up a little bit into the left front of Dixon. That turns Bartley hard into the outside wall. Zach Wheeler nowhere to go. Hits Bartley extremely hard. Christian Bryant Hill got a piece of it. So did Roger Pierce. That sent the 20 down. 28. Justin Hutchinson able to get through that. Lots of cars involved there. Let's go back and take a look at that from the 28's point of view. Justin Hutchinson. We're going to watch it here at full speed. See the chain reaction happening there. Let's go back and take a look at that from Roger Pierce's point of view, just to see how quickly it evolved in front of him. Just that quickly, nowhere to go, and runs into the back of another car. Tough break for all the drivers involved there. We go back live. There you see Bradley Bartley. Car looks very fresh. Used one of 2 of those fast repairs. And that is your first candidate right there of the Babs Body Shop Wreck of the Race. Mr. Bradley Bartley. Candidate number 1 for the Wreck of the Race. And the Wreck of the Race comes with a perk. If you are the Babs Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner, you do get an extra $5 for taking home that accolade. Well, I wouldn't even really call it an accolade. It's kind of like a slap in the face with an incentive, but we'll give it to him anyway. So your candidate number 1 right there, Bradley Bartley. Jason Babb still scored your leader right now with the lights off on the pace truck, signaling 1 to green. Going to be going green next time by. Let's take a look and see if our points are updating now during the race. It is not. I was hoping that I had that figured out to where it would show points as they run. Waiting for the pace truck to pull off pit road. Right now, all 13 cars still on the track. Green flag is back out here at Homestead in the Finish Line Racing League. Josh Oxendine with a huge start, able to get a fender out in front of the 94 of Jason Babb. Let's see if he's able to carry the momentum from the middle lane here to take the lead down the backstretch. 28 of Justin Hutchinson right on Oxendine's bumper, trying to push him out front. Oxendine still door to door with Jason Babb. Justin Hutchinson wanting to get out there and lead a lap, get a bonus point for that. And the deeper we go into these playoffs, you will see the intensity ramp up from the drop of the green flag every race. as Oxendine pulls a fender ahead of Babb. They come working through turns 3 and 4 now. Babb going to get the run off the low line. Justin Hutchinson trying to follow and get to the second spot here. Justin Hutchinson going to clear the 63 for the second position. We are working on lap 14. Oxendine back to the inside of Justin Hutchinson, trying to take the second spot back. Jason Babb coming out to not play tonight. One of the three that's tied for the lap for sixth spot with 8,000 points even. Looking to make his mark on the field. Here comes Jonathan Cogswell to the inside of Oxendine. A lot of shuffling going around. Cogswell going to clear the 63. Set his sights on the 94 of Babb. Jason Babb has a little bit of a blink there. Cogswell looking really fast right now, able to get up to the back bumper of the 94. Let's see if he has anything for him. He's going to pull out to the low line, trying to make a move for the lead here. Could we see our second leader of the race? Cogswell to the inside, door to door down the front stretch. Cogswell going to lead that lap, take home a bonus point for that. This race is scheduled for 70 laps here tonight. As we see 3 wide, a little bit of contact. Trevor Robertson shot way down the inside. Looks like he's going to woe it up and merge back up onto the track. Probably not a happy camper there. Looks like that was involving the 11, looked like, of Bradley Bartley. Roger Pierce currently up. Oh, is there 3 wide here for the 7th spot? And they're running up on traffic real heavy right now. They're going to settle it out there, go back down to 2x2. That inside line looks like it has a lot of momentum right now. Did you see him working down into turn 1 there? Oh, a blanket over all these cars. Jonathan Cogswell stretching it out right now over a second lead here. Oh, Christian Hill spun around. Major contact looks like. Let's see if we can see any damage from anybody else. Don't see anything there. Let's go back and see if we can find out what happened to the 85 of Christian Hill. See the 85 of Hill right there on the low side in that blue and white car. Oh, Jack Dixon come down. Oh, tough break. Hard hit right where the wall jets back out for the entrance to the infield. Hard hit. I'm surprised that car is still running. That is our second entry into the BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race. For those of you tuning in tonight, be sure to vote your pick of the BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race. As we go back live, there you see the 48 of Jack Dixon going to the inside of Justin Hutchinson for the 7th spot. Jonathan Cogswell almost to 2-second lead over Jason Babb. Really laying it to the field right now. Once he was able to get through traffic and get up there, he really gapped him. The 8 of Scott Stotler. One of the guys that always starts towards the back. He's the one car that chose not to qualify tonight. Started in last place. And he is now up 8 spots, up to 5th. So keep an eye on that 8 machine of Scott Stotler, and definitely be looking for him to be a competitor there at the end. He is our biggest mover of the race currently as well. Blake Sperling making a move on the 29 of Roger Pierce. That is for the 6th spot. We are working on lap 23 right now. Got some people in the chat rooting their favorite driver on. We have a guy in here rooting for Roger Pierce there in the 29 machine. We also got some people in here rooting for Jack Dixon in the 48. We have some people in here rooting for the 63 of Josh Oxendine. All rooting for their favorite drivers here in tonight's race in the Finish Line Racing League from Homestead Miami Speedway, here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Right now, there's a little bit of a battle going on here. Got several drivers within close proximity here. Got 3 right there, nose to tail, with a slight gap in between them. Trevor Robertson not having the night he wanted so far in the first race of the playoffs in that 6 machine. Jonathan Cogswell losing time now as the tires begin to wear out. 94 of Jason Babb running him down, knocked it down from almost 2 seconds down to 1.5 seconds. Let's take a look at the lap time history between these two drivers. There you see Jason Babb's and Cogswell. See their times up on the board. That last time by, Babb was faster by 1/10. Definitely looking like he may run him down. Down to 1.3 seconds now. As we're coming up on 20 laps green here. Should be seeing stops within the next 10 laps or so. Going to be interesting to see who's going to short pit, who's going to try to make it as far as they can, try to stretch it to the end of this race, try to make it a one-stop race under green. For now, let's take you on a full send, fire it up so you can hear these cars go around here at full song. Brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. And there you seen it under the full send. Fire it up. Jason Babb takes the lead from Jonathan Cogswell. Put the 94 machine back in the top spot. As Bradley Bartley, you seen right there, taking the second spot, trying to run down your leader, Jason Babb. Jason Babb already out to a 7/10 of a second lead as we are approaching green flag stops here tonight. A bit of a battle here between the 29 and 48. You just seen the 20 of Zach Wheeler slap the wall on the exit of turn 2. Currently, we still have 12 drivers on the lead lap, with our 13th driver, Christian Hill, 2 laps down. And he is in danger of going 3 laps down. As you see right there, he is not that far ahead of 94 of Jason Babb. It's a little battle back here for the 8th spot. Still not going away between the 48 and the 29. A lot of these drivers are begging for tires at this moment, I would imagine. Let's pull up our stint length here. We see most of these drivers have gone 28, kind of split in half here. Some drivers are on lap 28. Some are on lap 27. As all of them go to complete their 28th lap now under green, as we should be seeing green flag stop shortly based off of that right there. Jason Babb almost to a 1-second lead. Looks like he is faster than the 11 of Bartley on corner entry, but Bartley able to bring it back in on corner exit. There you see it. Jason Babb now working on lap 40, the scheduled 70. These guys may start. Oh, as we see green flag stop starting to happen now with the 48 of Jack Dixon coming down for his scheduled stop to make it to the end here possibly. Josh Oxendine battling it out with the 1 of Sperling for the 5th spot. Looks like Oxendine's coming down pit road. Looks like he's going to get it woed down in time. There's the 75 of Cogswell. You know he is wanting tires bad on that machine as Trevor Robertson makes his way down pit road. Should be expecting most of the other drivers to come down shortly. Like Jason Babb going to go around one more time. As we see Cogswell, Stotler, and Sperling coming down. Here you see the 85 of Christian Hill in danger of going another lap down here. Expect him to stay out a little bit longer, and you know he's going to be hoping for a caution once the leaders come down the pit. Right now, we have 6 cars that have yet to pit. Definitely going to be a one-stop race from here. There goes Trevor Robertson, who has fresh tires, getting around the 29 of Pierce. As Roger Pierce is trying to bring it to pit road, almost loses it. Gets it woed down in time. Gets that 29 machine on pit road to get it serviced. I'm expecting to see the 94 come in within the next lap or two. Looks like Zach Wheeler may be coming down pit road with how slow he is going. He is not. He gets into the wall once again right there on the exit of turn 2. He's having a tough night getting a handle on that 20 machine. Here he comes to get that 20 machine serviced. Bradley Bardley's still out there, 2.5 seconds behind the 94 of Babb. Has yet to come down pit road to get that 11 car serviced. These drivers must be running on fumes here. Jason Babb still out front as Bradley Bartley brings that 11 machine down pit road to get it serviced to make it to the end here. Stephen Payne in the 41. Haven't talked about him much all night. He's still out there on the same tank of fuel and tires. He's been running in the back most of the race, maybe hoping for a caution to get some track position here. You see the 29 of Roger Pierce going around him with fresh tires. Jason Babb. Oh, Jason Babb, huge mistake getting on pit road. We're going to have to go back and see what happened to the 94. See if we can find where he went into pit road. Let's go back and take a look at it here. There you see him coming in turn 3. And Homestead does have a tricky pit road to try to get onto. Looks like he gets on the apron just fine. And locks it up. Gets a little bit of wheel hop. Oh, makes a little contact with the inside wall. Didn't cost him too much time. That's still a costly mistake for the 94 of Jason Babb. You see him back out on track now. Stephen Payne still out there. Jonathan Cogswell in second. Cogswell making the move for the lead here. 75 going to go around fairly easy. He has fresh tires. That puts the 75 of Jonathan Cogswell in the top spot. Justin Hutchinson finally bringing that 28 machine down pit road. Stephen Payne may be out of fuel. Let's see the kind of speed he is running here with our dashboard. He may be trying to milk it to get back to pit road here. Definitely not at full speed. Yeah, he is trying to get that 41 machine to pit road. But Jonathan Cogswell comes out on the green flag stop cycle on top. That 75 machine with a 5.5 second gap almost over Scott Stotler in the 8 machine. Josh Oxendine in third. Fourth is Blake Sperling. Fifth, Trevor Robertson. Sixth is Bradley Bartley. Seventh, Jack Dixon. Eighth is Jason Babb after that costly pit road mistake. He is 20.5 seconds behind the leader. Roger Pierce is in ninth. 10th, Zach Wheeler. 11th is Stephen Payne. 12th, Justin Hutchinson. 13th, Christian Hill. After that round of green flag stops, we now have 9 cars on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap is the 29 of Roger Pierce, who is 28.5 seconds behind the leader. But all of Wheeler, Hutchinson, and Payne are all 1 lap down, and Christian Hill in 13th is 2 laps down. So the way the lineup looked going into the green flag stops, I was not expecting it to be turned up on its head like it is now, with Cogswell assuming the lead with over a 5-second lead. And then Stotler, Oxendine, Sperling, and Bartley in the top to round out the top 5. Trevor Robertson, haven't talked much about him all night. He is not having the night he desires there in that 6 machine, as he comes in seated first in the playoffs. Not looking to hold that seat by the time the checkered flag flies here. Zach in the chat asked, has everyone hit pit road or are we waiting on some more? Green flag stops have cycled all the way through. We are done with green flag stops. As we have a car on the apron. That's the 63 of Josh Oxendine. Oh, as it gets hit trying to loop it back around. Caution has come out. We got to figure out what happened there. Go back and take a look. You see the back bumper of the 63 was already damaged right here, possibly from a bump draft from the 1. As they come out of turn 2, one of Stotler, or sorry, Sperling, comes down. Oh, he comes up to side draft and hooks the 63. Sends the 63 down onto the apron. Doesn't make any contact with the wall. Tough break for the 63 of Oxendine, and he loops it around, trying to get back going. And the car just snaps back to the right while he's trying to grab a gear. And that looked like the 94 of Jason Babb hitting him. It was, and Babb ended up blowing his motor during hitting him right there. For the motor still running, it's definitely inhibited right there for sure. As we go back live now, this is going to reset a lot of things here. Heavy damage to the back bumper of the 63. We're going to be shaping up to have a 10-lap sprint to the end here. Looks like we've had an issue under caution here with Roger Pierce and Stephen Payne. Let's take a look at that. Here you see they're slowing down for the yellow. Oh, and they're not wanting to pass each other. Or maybe, no, it wasn't an incident. Looks like Roger Pierce showing some sportsmanship-like conduct. Trying to push Jason Babb back to pit road. And then Stephen Payne takes over from there, trying to get 94 of Jason Babb back to pit road. That's the fantastic sportsmanship you like to see here in the Finish Line Racing League. All these guys race together just about every night. Goes to show the type of companionship you'll find here in this league. Jonathan Cogswell, currently your leader. As the field more than likely gets the 2 to green here. See if we can get the points up here updated real quick. Still not updating. I'll have to contact someone to figure that out. As the field is doubled up, ready to go back green here. Josh Oxendine, our latest entry for the BABB'S Body Shop wreck of the race. Sure to let us know what you think. As the pace truck peels off, green flag is back out. Jonathan Cogswell gets a good start there, almost clearing Bradley Bartley. He's going to clear him entering turn 1. The one of Blake Sperling having a huge blinking moment there. Losing track of where he is at, and he's going to go to a power move to the outside of Cogswell, trying to take the lead. Three wide, almost 4 wide there. These guys really going hard for it right now. Blake Sperling, your leader, but look who's up here in second now. Trevor Robertson in the 6th, as they are 4 wide entering turn 1. Still 4 wide, 3 wide. They make it work. Here's the 29 of Roger Pierce muscling his way up here. He's up to 4th. As he's going to hit the wall entering the corner. Let's see if that's going to affect him performance-wise. 28 of Justin Hutchinson trying to get in the mix here, but he is one lap down. Blake Sperling, your leader, with Trevor Robertson breathing down his neck, trying to get his win here to secure his spot into the round of 4. As they come across the line, 7 laps to go tonight in the scheduled 70 laps of this race. How aggressive some of these guys are getting, I would suspect there may be another caution here. As we go further back in the pack here, a little bit more battling going on. Bradley Bartley marred back here in the lap traffic. Blake Sperling out to a over half a second lead over Trevor Robertson. As we have a battle for third here, sorry. Oh, is they're going to go by Trevor Robertson. Scott Stotler up to second place here. Roger Pierce trying to get around into a podium spot here. 5 laps to go tonight here in the Finish Line Racing League at Homestead Miami Speedway. Race 1 of the playoffs here. Blake Sperling out to a 0.7 of a second lead. Let's see if Scott Stotler has anything for him to run him down potentially. Kind of holding steady there. Your leader, Blake Sperling. Scott Stotler in second. In third is Trevor Robertson. Fourth, Roger Pierce. Fifth, Jack Dixon. As Jack Dixon, here comes Jason Babb to the inside as well, following Jack Dixon, trying to get around Roger Pierce. Scott Stotler running even with Blake Sperling up here. Let's pull up our lap time history between these two drivers. They have been pretty well even over the last 3 laps. Dead even, as a matter of fact, on lap 66. Right here, a little bit of a battle of the lap cars going around the 29 of Roger Pearson, trying to get around the 48 of Jack Dixon. Race within a race in case the caution comes back out here through turns 3 and 4. But once the white flag comes out, the next flag will end it. Blake Sperling sees the white flag in hand. 1 lap to go here in the Finish Line Racing League. Brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop from Homestead Miami Speedway. Scott Stotler trying to run him down. Don't know if he has enough to get there. One more time through turns 3 and 4. Blake Sperling sees the checkered flag out front. Blake Sperling going to be your winner with Scott Stotler in second and Trevor Robertson in third. Fourth, Roger Pearson rounding out the top 5, Zach Wheeler. Exciting 10-lap dash to the finish there. That one machine getting some congratulatory bumps there. They're going to sandwich him and wreck each other trying to do so. all in good fun. Getting Blake Sperling a win here in the opening round of the playoffs. Congratulations to him and his crew out there. His teammate, Scott Stotler, helping him get that win. Gonna burn it down for those of you tuning in. And for those of you tuning in, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Coming up this Friday, February 4th, we have a big one-off race coming up put on by Full Send Motorsports. The $10 entry fee, $200 to win, $100 to second, and $50 to third. Going to be an interesting one. Going live here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Be sure to tune in and do not miss it. Let's go through our official finishing order here. Brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. Blake Sperling bringing home the checkered flag with Scott Stotler in second. Third, Trevor Robertson. Fourth, Roger Pierce. Fifth, Zach Wheeler. Sixth was Jack Dixon. Seventh, Bradley Bartley. Eighth was Jonathan Cogswell. Ninth, Jason Babb. 10th, Josh Oxendine. 11th, Justin Hutchinson. 12th was Stephen Payne. Rounding out the field in 13th was Christian Hill. That's your official finishing order here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. What do you say we get some of our guys in here to do some post-race interviews, starting with Trevor Robertson? I have to see if we can get Trevor Robertson in the chat here. Does not look like we're going to be able to get Trevor Robertson in the booth. But Trevor Robertson, that six machine, bringing it home in third after a long fought race for him. Let's bring in our second place driver, Mr. Scott Stotler, our biggest mover of the race, up 11 spots. Hey there, Scott Stotler. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing it home in second in that 8 machine. Walk us through how that race went for you.
Yeah, it was just about ripping the fence, man. That was the quickest way for sure. That crazy. That last run was just insane. Now, we were like 4 or 5 wide, I think, going down into one, and somehow I was able to clear myself and kind of set sail, but just couldn't get to Blake in time.
Now, looking at how the race went for you, how was the tire wear out
there? With me running the top, it wasn't too bad. We ran that first. I pit around lap 40 or 42, and I was still at 75%. But I didn't really push the right front real hard running the top.
Do you think you had the speed to be able to bring home the checkered flag ahead of Sperling, or was he just a little bit faster than you were?
I was probably going to hang around there. I couldn't get any closer. He was running the same line I was running, and there just wasn't anything that I could do to really be any quicker, to be honest, on that last few laps.
Looking ahead to next week, we're going to be going to, let me see. Like we're going to be heading to Michigan. How do you feel about going out to the Irish Hills out there?
Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to have to win because I don't think I'm going to make the Nashville and the Roval race. I'll be down in Daytona, so hopefully I can pull the checker flag next week so I can race for the championship at Talladega.
Absolutely. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
No, just for you all. Thanks to you all and everything for putting on the league. And it's like I say, every time had an interview, I say about how fun it is, and tonight was definitely a fun one.
All right, man. Well, once again, congrats on bringing it home in second. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you again next week when we leave Michigan.
Yeah, thanks. Let's look forward to it.
And that was Scott Stotler in the 8 machine bringing it home in second. The biggest mover of the race. Now let's see if we can get our Bab's Body Shop wreck of the race winner in here. Let's find the wreck right here for the replay. Looks like we're going to give it to Josh Oxendine for spinning on his own, having the hard hit that collected a couple other cars. Here it is. This is going to be our Bab's Body Shop wreck of the race winner, to Josh Oxendine in the 63. See it right here. It's turned by the one, our eventual winner of Blake Sperling. It's hit right there, spun down to the inside wall, missing the wall, but ultimately tries to spin it around to get back on track and loses it right here. And this is when Jason Babb comes through at full speed to a clogged racetrack, hitting Oxendine extremely hard. So let's get our Bab's Body Shop wreck of the race winner in here and him for him. Hey there, Josh Oxendine. You got a copy?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Unfortunate circumstances to be talking to you here, but you are the Bab's Body Shop wreck of the race winner after getting turned off the front bumper of Blake Sperling and then trying to spin it around on track and ultimately losing it and collecting Jason Babb. Walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately leading up to that incident.
It went pretty good, fast. Running the top really don't save nothing. As long as you hit all your clicks on the bottom, people can say running the top pay off, but in the long run, it really don't. You can pull away 4 seconds. By the time to catch up with you, you're pitting, getting tires. I was just going to ride around at the end and play their little game. And then I was getting rear-ended, entering like 3 and 4, trying to keep it off Scott. So I guess he didn't realize the runs he was getting. Me and Blake had got into it on like lap 2 to begin with, and he thinks I doored him. But if you go back and watch the replay, you know, when you're over a car width away from the wall and run down the backstretch exit in 2, you're probably going to get hit. So I don't know. We'll make the season interesting. I'll put it to you like that.
A little bit of drama here tonight in the playoff race. So how do you feel about next week going to Michigan International Speedway over there in the Irish Hills?
I just wonder how much tire really has to be on the ground to keep momentum.
All right. Well, once again, man, unfortunate, but it's a congratulations to an extent on bringing home the Bab's Body Shop wreck of the race. A little bit of extra pocket change coming your way. And we appreciate you stopping by and chatting.
I appreciate it. We'll get it straightened out. But we would have had something there at the end, but, you know, the one race you actually try for the first time all season, and it's a little better, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, you have a good night, and maybe we'll get to talk to you again when we leave Michigan.
All right, sounds good.
And that was Josh Oxendine, your Bab's Body Shop wreck of the race winner. A little bit bitter due to how the race played out for him with your race winner, Blake Sperling. Speaking of our race winner, let's get him in here and chat to him a little bit about the race. Hey there, Blake Sperling. Got a copy? Blake Sperling, got a copy?
Yes, sir, you got me.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing home the checkered flag out here tonight. Looking strong, especially in that last 10-lap run. Walk us through how that race went for you, and looks like it got a little bit heated there between you and the 63 of Oxendine.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, um, it was a racing incident whenever I hit him going into one of the corners. It was either two or I mean, sorry, going into one or going into three, and it wasn't really intentional. It was like almost like to me it felt like netcode, like he just kind of like backed up on me like before I realized it. And then we both got 4X, and then shortly after that, I went down. I had a run. I went to the inside, and I was going to go up the side draft, and I just hooked him. I mean, obviously, I had no intention to do that. I don't race that way, so I did apologize, but I don't know how far that went. But obviously, I don't want to race that way. I don't want to be raced that way. Haven't all season. So, but other than that, ran it hard at the beginning of the race, just to kind of see what my speed was going to be like for the end, and then fell to the back to kind of play my tire strategy, and it was going to go fine until me and Ox got together, and then after that I went down. I think a caution came out, and I went down pit road and got the fresh tires, and I knew then I had to just send it, so I just put her on the fence and just hoped it stuck every lap. So that's all I could say.
Well, it definitely worked, ultimately bringing home the checkered flag. And especially here in the playoffs winning, that's going to bode well. And looking ahead to next week, going to Michigan International Speedway out in the Irish Hills, how do you feel about going out there to that big 2-mile oval?
Oh, I'm sure it'd be fun. Justin had the setup dialed in this week, so that was pretty fun to run this one. It was, the fixed setup super loose around the top, so it's hard to carry your momentum off. So this setup really helped as far as that goes. So I don't know if we'll run fixed or run another setup next week, but either way, it'll be fun. Just look forward to getting there and getting to it again. So I'm just glad to go ahead and get this win out the way.
Absolutely. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
Yeah. Shout out to TJ's team. They big supporter for pediatric cancer, and then just shout out to my buddy Scott, man. Just week in, week out, we just do the same thing, man. Just try to hang in there. And Roger joined us this week, so trying to take him to the promised land too. So we'll see how it goes next week.
All right, man. Well, you have yourself a good night, and once again, congrats on bringing home the checkered flag.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thanks.
You. And that was Blake Sperling, your race winner tonight, bringing home the checkered flag. Let's bring you the official finishing order one more time here. Your winner, Blake Sperling. In second was Scott Stotler. Third, Trevor Robertson. Fourth, Roger Pierce. Fifth, Zach Wheeler. Sixth was Jack Dixon. Seventh, Bradley Bartley. Eighth was Jonathan Cogswell. Ninth, Jason Babb. 10th was Josh Oxendine. 11th, Justin Hutchinson. 12th was Stephen Payne. 13th, Christian Hill. That's your official finishing order here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Coming up, like I said earlier, Friday, February 4th, Full Send Motorsports presents the Pre-Clash Clash here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. It's a $200 to win, $100 to second, and $50 to third, based on a 40-car field. If you're interested in that, get in contact with Full Send Broadcast Network, and we will point you in the right direction to get signed up for that race. And coming up on Saturday, February 5th, we have the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series. And on Saturday, in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series, that is their final race of the round of 8 to find out their final 4 heading into the last race of the year there for them. And then Sunday, February 6th, we have the final race of the season for the Southern Excitement Racing League Next Gen Series. They're going to be battling it out at Homestead Miami Speedway in the Next Gens to crown their champion of the season. And then coming up on February 19th, we have Ron Morris Racing presents the Prelude to the 500. It is a 500-mile race at Daytona International Speedway to mimic the Daytona 500 of real life one day before it happens. Be sure to check us out there here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Hit that follow button and the notification bell so you know when we go live to bring you all kinds of great racing action. And for Full Send Broadcast Network, I'm Jacob signing off. We'll see you next time, and we can't wait to see you go full send.